Friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new on my YouTube channel, you are welcome. My name is Anita Fun, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, like, comment, and hit the notification button below there, so you always get notified each and every time I upload a new tutorial on my channel. And if you're not new, you're welcome back to my channel. Thank you all for all your support. So today we're going to be rushing a straight skirt and a crop top. So so guys, since I said we're going to be rushing our skirt, I already went ahead and I cut my fabric, so I'm going to show you guys how to sew this. So I got two pieces for the front and for the back. So you can see this is the front and the back side for the skirt, and this is the top. I got also one for the front and one for the back, but the front part has this a little bit of small lining, as you can see. Let me just move it from the pin and show you guys. The front part is going to go for the lining inside, so you can see. I got the back side. Now this is the front too. So this one would went inside, just like so in, and this is for the back. So for the front altogether is 2 with the lining, and the back only 1. Okay, put this aside. And I also got my waistband for the skirt. I got 2 straps. You can see 2 straps. And I also got the elastic for the skirt, or the downer part of the skirt. So we're going to from the waist to the hip for the skirt. This is 30 long by ½ centimeter wide. And I also got elastic for the top. This is 25 long by ½ centimeter wide, and we'll be adding some elastic inside for the straps to give it a little bit for it to be stronger. Okay, and we got our pins, got our cutting scissors, and of course our sewing machine. So let's start with the skirt. We're going to start stitching now with the skirt. Okay, so first thing you're going to do, you're simply going to take your skirt. This is my skirt. I'm going to put it like so. Just put in the waist, make sure the waist side is together. Put in the waist facing each other. Right sides facing each other, okay? You can see this fabric is so beautiful. Okay, now that I have this, I'm just going to put pin, and I'm pin that up. Put few pin this up from top to the downer part. And do the same thing like so the other side, putting my pins to secure that up. We just go ahead, pin everything. So I'm also going to pin the top part. This is the back, and here is the front. The front is going to go like so. Remember, before stitching this up, you have to put your straps, or you just go ahead stitch that like so while leaving the top part for the straps. Don't worry, we have to stitch this first. I prefer stitching it first. So we are going to start stitching from this top part here. You can see straight downward. As you are coming across to your pins, remove them. This fabric is a stretchy fabric. Back stitch when you get to the end. As you can see, we got a stitch like straight downward. We're going to sew the other side of the skirt just like As you can see, now that we went ahead and stitched our skirt, see, we're just going to grab our elastic. Remember the one for the waist at the side seams, okay? Because we're just going to put the elastic at the side seam. So you can see, we do the same thing right here, like 2 centimeters away from the top part, and you pin the elastic. This is what we're going to do right now as we are sewing up when we'll be pulling the elastic, just like so, to give it that way. And make sure you use a zigzag stitch here. So I'm going to set my machine at the zigzag stitch, and I also adjust my stitch, okay? So this is what I'm doing right now. When you get to the end, back stitch and secure thread. So we did the both sides of the skirt. This is what it looks like. When you put it on, you're going to have a nice shape. So you see what it looks like with the right side facing each other. Putting the side seams, mashing it together. We'll put a pin, just like so. I'll do the same thing with the other side. So for this other edge here, the side seams, I'm going to put our waistband. Side seam, put our waistband to here. We'll put a pin. And now what we're going to do, we're going to put a pin round, 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 all the way around. When you're done putting a pin, we're going to stitch that up. Wrap a lace, just like so. Like so. And we're going to just turn this like so. Grabbing it when we are sewing. You see, we grab the waistband like so, we're folding the waistband just like so, and stitch this up. If you want, you could just go ahead and stitch it with a small zigzag stitch, that's the shortest zigzag stitch, or you could use a straight distance. So I'm going to stitch this up, just the waistband, and show you guys the next step. Okay, so as you can see, I went ahead and I stitched the waistband just like so, giving some, stitching it round. And see, this is what we got. So the skirt is almost done. We are going to stitch the downer part. Also, we'll be hemming it one in and stitch that up. Okay, so now we're going to move over to the top. I'm going to start with the top right now. First of all, let's start stitch ahead and stitch these 2 straps right like so. We're going to be folding it in, just like so, one in, one in. Or if you prefer, like you stitching the like so, folding it in like so, stitch it, then you turn that up, it's going to be a good option. So let me just use this other side, like stitch like so. You're going to fold, you're going to take like so, you're folding into 2 and you stitch this up straight downward. I'll do the same thing with the both side. Our sewing machine for the straps to be a little bit stronger, since it's really too weak for this, so I want to give it a little bit for it to be stronger. Now we're going to pass this inside, just doing the same thing, just grabbing like so, elastic. Making sure your elastic doesn't pass, should be like so, something like so. By the time we stitch that up, it's going to give us a nice look in this. So we're just going to leave this other side, and I'm going to do the same thing with the other straps. We'll come back and show you guys the next. So I'm done with the straps. You can see we're going to move that aside, start working on the top. Now what we're going to do with the top, we're just going to go right now, grab our top like so. So you can see folding it just in the center. I'm going to be measuring this. That's taking this side to the center. I'm going to put a small notch here, but I'll be putting the notch with my chalk so that it will not cut. Just mark it here, even though it's not really showing. Or let me put the pin there. Okay, so see, I got a pin here, and I'm also going to do the same thing, just grabbing it like so. I'm putting it right here at the center. I will put a pin. All right. Now that we have our pin, so you see we have a pin right here, we are going to put our straps in. Grab your straps just like so, and I'm going to open this, making sure I put though it's not really coming out too well, but we're going to try to mark it up. So remove my pin, since I already got like a little bit of chop there, and I'm going to put my straps just like so, making sure this is where I wanted it to be. Alright, now we got it. Now we pinned it up. That's it. Now do the same thing with the other straps. My pin, there's already a chalk mark here already. So you can see a little bit of chalk. I'm going to make sure your elastic is not inward. It should be same, and this other side is same. If not, it's going to give you a little bit, not going to be stronger. Just go, the elastic will go in, and you have to start from the beginning, which is not really cool. Alright, now that we have marked on, I'll grab my center and I put on pins, making sure I put pins from here, the side seams, grab this. Okay, we're going to stitch this top part 1 centimeter away from the top part, and come here in back stitch and stitch here. So before I go ahead and do that, I'll just put this other side pin it so that the elastic will not go in. Just like so. Remember, you stitch 1 centimeter away from the top part. Going through it a bit by bit. I want to show you guys something. See? You're going to back stitch from here, just like so. And 3. So getting closer to the pins, making sure you're going through it a bit. When you get to where the straps are, you back stitch, go over it about twice. Let me just put my thread. I don't know what is wrong with it. It cuts. We finished stitching the top part. I had some issue with my sewing machine, so I had to go and arrange this. You can see. Move the pin, the side pin. You get this top part. So, what you're going to do, you're going to move this. This is like. Okay, so as you can see, this material, the problem we have is we can't really go ahead press that up, but we're going to do our best as going ahead trying to, you're just going to open it just like so. Going to be stitching it right inside here to here, in to keep it nicely and straight. Okay, so let's just go ahead and stitch that and show you guys the next steps. So this is what we are going to do right now. That we finish stitching this top part right here. We're going to take the back side, put it right here, and fold it, put it on top, like so. You see, making sure this is really marking or put our pins, putting some pins. Do the same thing with this other side. The cloth, you can see, grab it right here, put it right at this edge. I put it inside like so. Make sure you put a pin to hold it on. So you can see, we're going to stitch like so, straight downward. Yeah, I actually forgot something. Rather than just stitching straight downward, let's just go ahead, put our elastic at the same time, so we'll stitch and save us some time, just like so. Grab the pin. Making sure you put your elastic, you start stitching your elastic 1 centimeter away from the top part. Also do the same thing here, like so. 1 centimeter away from the top part. Here we're going to just leave 1 centimeter, but the skirt we left 2 centimeters. As we start stitching, we are going to back stitch. We'll stitch this with a zigzag stitch since we are working on an elastic, for it to give us that look we got. Yeah. And start pulling it up, making sure you're pulling it and also sewing your top, okay? Because sometimes when you do that and later on you sew it, you're not stitching the top too. And I get to the end, I just back stitch and I cut my thread. See? This is it. The elastic here. And we're going to remove our pins. We're going to do the same thing with the other side. Then we hem this down part. We are done with the top. No, we are not done, sorry. We still have to finish the straps. So let me just go ahead and put the other elastic to the other side. Then I come back and show you the last step. So now we are on the last step. So we just went ahead and stitched that up. And I finished putting the elastic to the other side. This is what it looks like. It's not twisted. We want to turn the top around just like so. And we'll put our straps, attach our straps to the back side. And we are going to be done for this top. So you're just going to follow this line. Just make sure you put it straight, making sure your strap is really straight. Okay, and I'll put it like so. Yeah, I'm going to fold my strap just like so to twice, and making sure I do the same thing with this other side, making sure the strap is straight, coming down straight downward like so, and we stitch that up. Make sure we're going to back stitch. Let's just do this. Now we are done with the top and the skirt. You not see this thread. We also do the same thing with the other side. This fabric is really, when you're sewing with the same thread, this black fabric is really difficult for you to know where you see, because the thread is almost the same with the fabric, so you don't really see it. It don't take time, you know. Back stitch. The same thing to the top part. And we are done.